Manila, Philippines. Tensions rise in the South China Sea. U.S. Admiral Jonathan Hayes arrives for joint exercises, expecting a familiar world of military order. Instead, he finds a camp of nipa huts beneath coconut trees, the air thick with salt and earth, not diesel and steel. Admiral Hayes, in his crisp uniform, is greeted by a Filipino Marine general, warm, confident, and genuine. The admiral came to lead, but curiosity stirs as he observes the camp. He expects flaws, but sees Marines moving with purpose, cleaning rifles, mending nets, laughing with villagers. The camp feels less like a base, more like a community bracing for a storm. Power here is intangible, rooted in unity, not technology. Hayes notices a young Marine helping an older one, silent cooperation replacing loud commands. He's used to measuring strength in firepower and scale, but this place is different. The Marines' discipline is quiet, their power woven into daily acts of service. Hayes realizes he may have more to learn than to teach. The lesson is not about overwhelming force, but about the strength found in community. He senses that true power here is built on trust and shared purpose. The Admiral's journey has just begun, and already, his expectations are being rewritten. At dawn, Admiral Hayes watches Filipino Marines tackle a bamboo obstacle course. There are no simulators, just mud, rope, and teamwork. When one Marine slips, others help. No shouting, no shame, just support. Hayes is used to competition, but here, the goal is for everyone to finish together. He sees them carry a heavy log, chanting a song about rivers and mountains, their unity palpable. Later, at a marksmanship drill, the rifles are old, but the focus is absolute. Marines lie in the grass, breathing with the wind, guided by gentle, fatherly advice. Results are impressive, discipline born from respect, not fear. Hayes notes, their strength isn't measured in dollars or decibels. He observes them cleaning weapons, sharing stories, their camaraderie effortless. These are warriors, but their power comes from unity and mutual respect. It's a quiet force, patient, resilient, profoundly human. Hayes begins to understand. Being a soldier here means more than skill or rank. It's about lifting each other up every step of the way. The Admiral's definition of strength is changing. He's witnessing a new kind of soldier, one forged by community, not competition. The Admiral observes life beyond training. Every Marine shares chores, from sweeping paths to tending gardens. There's no hierarchy in daily work. Everyone contributes, reinforcing unity. When vital radio equipment fails, Marines gather, using basic tools and collective knowledge to fix it. Hayes is struck by their collaborative problem solving. No specialists, just teamwork and trust. Physical training is practical. Running beaches, carrying rocks, climbing trees. Their fitness is functional, tied to the land they protect. Complaints are absent. Hardship is met with resilience and acceptance. Discipline here is internal, not imposed. The Marines' comfort is secondary to the group's well-being. Hayes sees that their strength is not brittle, but flexible and enduring. Every task, from repairs to meals, is a lesson in shared responsibility. The Admiral realizes that true discipline is a choice, not a command. The Marines' unity is their greatest asset. Hayes is learning that leadership is about service, not authority. The camp's rhythm is simple, but its power is profound. The Admiral's respect for these Marines deepens with each passing day. Mealtimes reveal the heart of the Marines' brotherhood. There's no officer's mess. Everyone eats together, sharing simple food under an open canopy. Hayes, invited to sit with young Marines, learns to eat fish the local way, tasting not just food, but community. Rank dissolves at the table. Meals are prepared and cleaned by rotating squads. Cooking is teamwork, reinforcing bonds as strong as any drill. Evenings bring rain and song. Marines sing folk tunes, voices rising above the storm. Hayes sits in silence, feeling a sense of belonging he hasn't known in years. Brotherhood here is forged in daily rituals, not just in battle. The Admiral sees servant leadership in action, service, humility, and unity. In these moments, he understands the true taste of camaraderie. The general invites Hayes to a nearby village struck by a storm. Marines arrive on foot, tools in hand, ready to help, not as soldiers, but as neighbors. Bayanihan, Communal unity comes alive as Marines and villagers rebuild homes and the schoolhouse together. Hayes sees a sergeant teaching children to tie knots, no fanfare, just service. The village elder calls the Marines our sons, not outsiders, but part of the community. The mission is more than defense, it's about uplifting lives. As the sun sets, villagers and Marines share a meal, laughter, and gratitude. Hayes feels a swell of emotion. This is the most powerful operation he's witnessed. The lesson true strength is measured in service, not just in arms. The Marines defend not just borders, but the soul of their nation. Hayes realizes that winning hearts is as vital as winning battles. The day's work leaves a lasting mark on the Admiral's heart. Evenings on the beach become sacred for Hayes. Marines gather, guitar in hand, singing songs of home and hope as the sun sets. The melodies are gentle, filled with longing and gratitude. Hayes listens, moved by the vulnerability and strength in their voices. The general explains, "We train to be hard, but we must not let the hardness settle in our souls." The songs remind them what they fight for: family, peace, and each other. Hayes realizes that this ritual keeps their humanity intact. He reflects on his own career, focused on strategy, not purpose. These Marines live their why every day, in work, service, and song. Their devotion is to each other and their values, not just their country. Hayes feels a profound shift. True strength is found in the reasons to fight, not just the ability. The soul of a warrior is revealed in these quiet moments. The Admiral's heart is changed by the music of brotherhood. On his final night, Hayes reflects in his journal. He came seeking metrics, speed, precision, technology, but found humility, grace, and unity. Memories of shared meals, laughter, and song form a new understanding of strength. The Marines' power is quiet, rooted in centuries of resilience and community. Hayes contrasts this with his own military's focus on individualism and ambition. Here, leadership is service. Strength is a circle, not a pyramid. The most important lessons can't be captured in reports. The soul of a warrior is compassion, resilience, and love for community. Hayes arrived as a teacher, but leaves as a humbled student. The Filipino Marines have changed him forever. On departure day, the Marines gather in a respectful semicircle. Hayes sets aside his formal speech, speaking simply from the heart. "I thought strength was about equipment and technology. I was wrong." He thanks them for teaching him that true power comes from unity and service. "You are not just warriors, you are guardians of your community. Never lose that." Hayes embraces the general, then shakes each Marine's hand, offering a heartfelt thank you. There's no applause, just a profound silence of respect. As his helicopter lifts off, Hayes looks down at the camp, forever changed. He carries the spirit of the Philippines with him. The farewell is not just an end, but a new beginning for the Admiral. The lessons of brotherhood and service will guide him always. The Marines watch him go, knowing they've left their mark. The bond forged here will not be forgotten. Admiral Hayes' story is more than a military report. It's a lesson in service. The Filipino Marines show that true strength is quiet, compassionate, and rooted in community. Their example reminds us, a warrior's soul is measured by protection, not destruction. Bayanihan, shared meals, and selfless service are human values, not just military ones. Hayes returns changed, seeking to nurture quiet leadership and teamwork. Tactics matter, but character matters more. The legacy of his journey is simple. Strength is found in unity and compassion. What does it mean to serve? To be strong? Perhaps it's in the small acts, helping, sharing, singing together at sunset. The Filipino Marines reveal the world's most powerful force, the unbreakable human spirit, united in service to others.